The program will be a transformational experience, and in saying that, we acknowledge the fact that participants will be top talent. They already have fantastic skills and capabilities that allows them to make a difference already in their organization. The image of the leader of the future is evolving, and that's because the nature of the work is evolving and is changing constantly. The context of business and what we do is changing. The characteristics of the people we work with are changing. We will have to make sure leaders in the future are able to make sense of the complexity that we have to deal with every day, given the amount of information we work with. At the same time, understanding that what has worked in the past, for instance, the best practices that many leaders are aware of and they use this practice every day, might not be suitable for the future. Most likely they won't be.
I think there are three really key drivers. First of all is new technologies. New technologies are making many old industries obsolete, disrupting them. Secondly is globalization. The world's becoming borderless, much thanks to the new technology. So the concept of local markets is really a thing of the past. And the third is around leadership and expectations of leadership and indeed of organizations. Well, up until now, we've been the lucky country. We've had fantastic resource strengths that we've been able to leverage in agriculture and in mining. And we've been an island economy which has been somewhat protected from the world. But that world has changed. We now need to be able to play in a borderless global world. We need to be as good as the best that there is out there. We only have 0.03% of world population and 1.3% of global GDP. So if we're going to have an economic base in which we can grow and our organisations can grow, particularly in the light of the ageing population in Australia, we need to be getting into the high growth areas of the world, which is particularly Asia Pacific. The AGSM Platinum Program is uniquely designed for Australian-centred leaders. It provides them with the capabilities for success in the world of tomorrow, very mindful of the strengths that our culture brings and some of the things that we need to learn and focus on as we go into the opportunities and the challenges of tomorrow.
At the same time, we're using tools that, again, have been tried again and again and have been proved very useful in terms of taking the leadership capability that one person has to the next level. And we're going to be focusing on how we develop that creative side. We will have in the program the experts in the topics that we're addressing in terms of what are the changes in the world that demand a change in leadership. And we're talking about experts not just from UNSW, but from universities across Australia. And we'll also connect that information to the experience of the participants, but also to the experience of practitioners who worked in the field. For instance, when we talk about engaging with Asia, we will have in the program people who have done that and are doing that. The program is a journey. It's not just the 6 days where we're going to meet. The story starts actually before the participants come to the program, and that's because we use the tools where we capture information on where they are. We want to start at that level. There will be one-on-one coaching that's going to start early in the process. We're going to have the experience of the first module, 3 days, and then a little bit of time to take on that information and try it out in the real world, see what works, see what doesn't, see what other questions come up. And then in the second module, we can take those questions and really drive it a little bit deeper into that insight that needs to happen for a shift in mindset that we plan for. And after those 3 days, the story is not happening, it's not over. The journey continues with staying in touch with us and with the network that has been built in the program and adding on with the cohorts that come in the program afterwards.